We just filmed 2 videos and we were going to wrap up the night, but then we were just looking through emails and this one came through recently. And I just read it and it literally took my breath away. Like, I read it and I went, my breath went away. I was in shock.
Is this true?
We don't even...
Is this fake?
Okay, on a lot of our videos, people are like, oh, that can't have been real. Somebody sat there and made this story up.
I know it does happen, but it's weird for us to get this email.
Yeah, well, I don't know. Look, we definitely don't make up the emails. We read them as they are. And to be honest with you, from the feedback that we get from the majority, I think, you know, I feel like everything we talk about is relevant and the shit happens undercover and everything. But anyway, this email is titled, I want to sell my unborn baby for money.
I have read about this stuff happening.
Yeah, of course.
But it's just shocking that we received this email.
Yeah, because it's like, kind of like making it more realistic. Anyway, hi Sid and Dina, my husband and I have recently gotten pregnant and this is going to be our 3rd unplanned child. We have discovered that we no longer have the funds to support another kid, nor do we want to. When we were getting married, we had discussed not wanting to have kids at all, but we never took those extreme measures to prevent them. We have been approached by this lady who we had met in an elevator and we discussed our frustrations with her. And she told us that she's willing to buy the baby for 100,000, I don't know if that's pounds or dollars, she just said 100,000. I honestly don't know what to do. Seeing that money would solve most of our problems, I just think that I might regret it immensely. Please guide us to making the right choice.
Where is this?
I don't know. Who just offers that in an elevator?
Who offers that?
A psychopath.
Who offers that? Even if you got to know the person, who offers that?
Who does that?
Nobody says, okay, I'll buy the baby for 100. That is some weird shit.
That's not a normal person. You're going to be giving your child to some abnormal people.
That's not normal, man. I know it happens. It does actually. This shit does happen a lot, apparently.
Yeah, and in other countries.
It does actually happen a lot.
In other countries, it's not even for 100,000. It's for a goat.
Yeah, it's for nothing. It happens a lot, but I don't understand how people do it. And if they do it, I could guarantee it, they completely regret it after they've done it, and then it's too late. You've got the money and they've got your baby. What if he or she grows up and wants to find her real mother that sold her for 100 grand? What then?
Oh god.
What
if you're selling your child to go into the hands of a lunatic family? When you first got married, you didn't want kids, probably because of money problems, and you just didn't want them, I suppose. But look, you've managed so far with 2 kids, so money's come from somewhere, and that's because when you get pregnant and when you have a baby, you know, there's barakah in that, and there's a lot of blessing with that, and if for some reason opportunities always open up and money suddenly comes by quite easily, and that is from God, because getting pregnant and having a child is a blessing. Yeah
if you're not, you know, if you don't believe in God or anything, I think as well a baby is a blessing, even if you don't believe in God.
Whether you're religious or not, because children,
it literally gives you a kick up your backside. It just does. And you are in the mind of just thinking about them, and money, you will make it. You're completely capable of doing it, of making that money for your kid. You know, especially if you've done it with 2 already.
That's what I'm saying. You've survived 2 kids.
People make babies expensive.
People make babies expensive, but at the end of the day, babies just need love and they need food. So for the first year, majority of the year, it's going to be your breast milk anyway, or formula, you know. You're
giving up your child for money. Like, how? It sounds ridiculous.
How are you even going to do it? You're not even going to be able to.
It's crazy. You will. Do you know what? You will take the money and then you will promise her, and when the time comes, you will not be able to give your child to a person.
She's not going to give any money until she's got that baby.
Yeah,
By the way, just so you know,
don't kid yourself.
Most likely, you'll give your kid and you won't get any money.
And you know, your husband, he's probably. It's harder for a man because a man doesn't have an attachment to the baby until
they bond.
Until you know they have a chance to bond. And the thing is, you're a mother. You have that attachment already to the baby, even when it's inside you. You have the attachment. For a father, it's different. He's not going to have the attachment until your baby is born.
Sid's attachment with Hannah didn't come until she was.
I think that's with most fathers.
I think until she was like properly.
Yeah, that's with until she started developing a character. Then until she was born, there was no attachment there. Whereas Dina, as soon as she come out, even when she was inside, there was an attachment there.
Yeah.
And you had immense love for her.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Listen to your heart. You know it's wrong. Do not sell your baby. It's just money. It's just money.
Trust me, money comes and goes.
It's just money.
One year you can be rich as hell. One year you could be very scraping the pennies together. Trust me. So you're going to be able to pay the rent, or you'll be able to maybe buy a property or something. You won't be happy.
Especially
your child will be with, like, you won't be happy for the rest of your life. Like,
you won't be.
You will not be.
And what if
how are you gonna, every single day you're gonna think about this? Of course you're gonna regret it.
There's an insane regret, man.
There's no advice here other than to not do that. Don't think about money.
Don't think about money.
I know, you know what, like,
nobody knows. This situation will change. Your situation could change in a day.
You know, like, the more money you have, the more things you buy, and then you always want this and you want that, and then you have more bills, and you have, like, there is, money just buys a temporary happiness, but then it actually just gets you in a bigger... People who aren't wealthy or who might be struggling with money now, probably looking at us thinking, oh, whatever. Oh, it's easy for you guys to say, because you guys got loads of money because you're YouTubers.
We have no money.
Loads of people talk like that. We're not wealthy. We're very, very average. We don't live lavish.
No.
Like, we don't, like...
Like, people come up to Dina and go like, oh yeah, you're so famous.
Yeah, you're so famous.
We're just normal people.
We're just so, like, people always think YouTubers with, we don't even have a massive following, compared to, like, the big YouTubers. We all know the big YouTubers. Those ones are loaded. Come on, we know they're loaded. But, like, YouTubers like our size, by the way, we're not loaded. YouTube, just to put it out there.
Yeah.
YouTubers our size are not loaded. Like, we just make a living.
Bruh, if I was a loaded YouTuber, I would take down your PayPal details and pay you to keep the baby.
Yeah, if I was that loaded,
I literally would.
I wouldn't pay you to keep the baby. You would just give them some money.
Listen, here's some money. Keep the baby, please. Do you know what? Right, I'm gonna say something from experience. Right, before Hannah, we worried about money crazy.
No, I didn't actually.
You weren't worried about money because I took it as my job to get the money in. So I was getting, like, major worried about money and everything, and I was like, okay, how the hell are we gonna pay rent? How the hell are we gonna do this?
When I found out I was pregnant, we sat down, we were like, oh shit, I'm pregnant, like, in 9 months there'll be a baby, and we were like, okay, we've got 9 months to work. Basically, finding out that we were pregnant kicked us up the butt.
I wasn't pregnant.
Yeah, but it made us motivated and to work hard, and because of that, and obviously the blessing of a child, because of the hard work, a lot of opportunities opened, a lot of doors opened, and alhamdulillah, the money came with Hannah. Like, alhamdulillah, there's so much blessing with having babies. Yeah. My baby living on the streets than 100 grand.
Guaranteed, without a shadow of a doubt, I would rather me and Dina and Hannah sleeping on the streets.
Yeah, in a sleeping
without
bag.
a doubt, in a sleeping bag, homeless, right? Completely homeless on the streets, than us sell her off for a substantial amount of money.
I can't even leave her with a babysitter.
No chance. I would rather be homeless.
This might be like a greed thing anyway. Maybe you don't need to work harder. If you guys have a roof over your heads and you have food, then that's all you need.
That's all you need to raise.
And there will be blessing in whatever money does come your way, and you will find blessing if you do the right thing and keep this child and treat it right and everything. And can I just say, let me just put this out there, if you really didn't want kids, you should have taken those extreme precautions. They're not extreme, just take the pill, man.
Just take the pill,
use
or
a freaking condom.
Well, maybe the condom's split, I don't
Pull out.
But I
don't be vile, but, like, it's not extreme precautions. Take the precautions if you're really gonna have an extreme consequence where you're gonna frigging consider selling your baby.
One day your kids will grow up and you will have to look at them to take care of you. Take care of your kids.
Yeah, take care of your kids.
Take care
Treat your
of them.
kids right, man. If you
Yeah.
want to be treated well when you're older,
Yeah, if you wanna
This whole thing about, oh, you treat your parents good no matter how arseholey they are.
Treat
It's true,
your
yeah,
kids.
you do treat your parents like
Okay,
that.
but
But it
treat your
really
kids.
helps when you got nice parents.
it is your
Just
child's
treat your
right
kid.
for them, you know, to be raised by you and you take care of them. It's her or his right. Just do it.
Growing
Person
that
offered
life
me $1 trillion for
in your
Hannah,
tummy.
I'd tell him to F off.
Oh my god.
I'd be like,
Flip.
okay, trillion, that makes no difference, mate.
What the hell is a trillion? Is that even a number?
What the hell is a trillion? Is that even a number?
I know I might be a bit harsh in this video. I'm not being an asshole or anything. I'm just really frigging worried.
Please keep your kid, and hopefully, you know, you get loads of barakah from him or her coming into this world.
Yeah.
Inshallah.
And you treating them right, okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Good luck.
Take care. Depressing. Bye.
Bye.